I sensed my call to ministry when I was in high school, but at that time I really had no clue what that meant. And so I tried different avenues of ministry. I thought I was going to be a camp director, and um, and this whole time I was bargaining with God because I didn't want to go to seminary. I didn't want to be a pastor in a local church. And so I surrendered to my call to the local church on another mission trip. I was praying to God sort of what the last hymn was, which is "Have Thine Own Way, Lord." And the rest is history. And the path just kind of doors opened and people kept pointing the way for me. I feel like my call has been ever evolving. There's always been this sense that I'm supposed to serve God. And it just felt right. It was just this gut feeling of, yeah, this is it. I'm still not sure I can do this, but there was no doubt that God sort of was leading me down this path. And it really was for me about people who helped me see what I couldn't really see in myself. It's always funny. My experience has been whenever I make a plan for my life, God says, no, you're gonna do this instead. Through God's grace, this sense of eagerness to really follow God and not my own desires, trusting that God's not gonna lead me somewhere that I'm not gonna find fulfillment and joy. That's not gonna meet my gifts and my graces. And so I still have this openness because the possibilities of God are just endless. And I don't want to miss out on anything that God might have in store for me because I have tunnel vision on this one thing. When we have a sense of openness and the willingness to allow God to maybe surprise us with grace, that God can do some really cool stuff with us if we cooperate and be expectant of God to show up and to lead and guide us. I'm Lineberger, and I am called.